Alright, Kiwi, we are back. I have mostly gained my rational mind back. I definitely may have gone a little crazy yesterday. You know, the standard affair of a grown man having a mental breakdown about clouds. It happens, you know. Happens to the best of us. But, with all that said, we're going to go ahead and beat this, and I'm going to pick up where I left off. I had to check the recording because I couldn't actually remember where I left off, but we were doing hypotheticals, and I think I'm going to keep going with that because I have some fun. I cheated and looked up hypothetical questions on Google, but there are some good ones out there. So, first question. Would you rather spend the rest of your life in sweatpants or a wedding dress? And I know this is going to sound silly, and I'm probably going to regret it, but for at least a little while, I'd be curious about the wedding dress. I feel like I look pretty in a wedding dress. Not that I really have the confidence to pull it off, or the social, like I'd be socially uncomfortable in that, but I don't know. It sounds silly, but that's what my brain initially said. I think I would look fun. I think it would be fun to wear a wedding dress. That is a fun little topic, segue though, I guess, because by the time you hear this recording, you'll probably already know, but I've gotten our engagement ring. I just have to figure out how to ask the question, you know? And I've been thinking very hard about that. It's hard when we live in a quiet town with not a lot of options for things, and I don't think I want to ask you at home. So I've got to... Okay, so you have to jump on that. So I have to think pretty hard about what I'm going to do. Right now, the plan is just finding to begin with, we're quiet and kind of introverted people. We find pleasure in the simple things like just having a nice read by the lake, or the ocean, or I don't know, baking together. I don't think I want to do it after we've baked something together, but I think probably what I'm going to do at this point is we'll just have a nice day out, maybe a picnic or something if we can pull it off. And then at the end of that whole thing, maybe with the sunset to our backs, we go and we read a little bit. And then I'll ask the question. The jeweler who we got the ring from is very eagerly awaiting me telling her when I'm going to propose, because I think she wants to do some photos or something from a distance, just be like recorded or something for us. I'm not sure. But she, I mean, you know her. She's definitely the passionate sort, which I find funny. Okay, the shift in wind is throwing me off. I'm like being pushed very hard to the left, and then suddenly I'm being pushed to the right, so I have to account for that. Okay, so it just alternates. Okay, I wasn't sure if it was in time with my jumps or not. Alright, it appears I do have to time my jumps with it a little bit. I can make that. And it looks like no matter what I do, I can make it. Alright, there we go. But yeah, just a fun little thought for the approaching future. How am I going to propose to you, and what am I going to say? I'm excited. It's going to be very awkward for both of us, I'm sure. You know what? I think this actually requires me to time the cloud jump poorly, quote unquote. Well, that was poorly timed. Anyway, enough about me being in wedding dresses and you potentially being in wedding dresses too. Excuse me. Oh, that was an awkward little hiccup. What else? Alright, here's a good one. Would you rather have a surprise party thrown for you, or would you rather do the throwing of the surprise party? For me, it's definitely I would rather throw the surprise party than have it thrown. I'm kind of awkward. I both want to be the center of attention in some instances, and very much do not. And it's a weird dichotomy for when I decide which I'm in the mood for. So I think overall, though, for surprise parties, I definitely don't think I want to be the center of attention for that sort of thing. So many people just being there for me, and it's not like an educational setting where I'm giving a lecture. Like when it's a lecture, it's usually I'm there, but I'm kind of alone in a way. I'm talking, and people are listening, but they're not strictly there just because I'm saying something. They're there because they're, well, okay, maybe that doesn't make sense. They're not like actively trying to interact with me and like maintain a dialogue or a celebration or anything, and they're just there to listen and learn. And it's a very different feeling. I guess it's hard to explain, but that is how it feels to me. Okay, how does one do this? Okay, I can just jump over. Gotcha. Ooh, that next part is a little icky. Okay, I think I can do it. Not this time, though. And I feel if I had to guess your answer would also be throw the party. I think you're a very conscientious person when it comes to what other people like and want. I think if it's anything like me, it's born from a constant need to not, I don't know if insult's the right way, but not cause harm to other people unintentionally. You're good-natured by default. You just like to cover it up with your evil shenanigans, if you will. But that jump is going to be the part that gets me the most here. But I think you're a genuinely kind, caring, and like very conscientious individual. And so I think you'd be pretty good at throwing surprise parties. I need to stop dashing there, but it just feels like I can't make the jump. I know I can. I saw myself do it. Maybe if I take a... There must be like a timing-based thing. Here, what if I do this? Start a little higher. No, I just can't seem to make that jump. Okay, I think I figured out how this works. So, 1, check out the fancy start with a speedrun tech. But 2, I have to wait until the cloud kind of just barely reaches its peak, so I have to wait even longer than I thought I did. That doesn't mean this is going to go any better, but at least I have a better chance of understanding how to get there. There we go. Okay. Come on. Yes. Okay. Now, I haven't even seen this part. Aha, I have to be quick. Okay. I think I've got I figured out how clouds work, Kiwi. Clouds. Definitely having a bit of a mental breakdown on this one again. Cloud platforming, barn finders, cloud platforming. Years have been taken off of my life for this exact moment. Please, no. Wait, I can save it. I can definitely save this. Nope, can't save it. Please let it end. No. Forgot to jump. Okay, I can do this. Jump, dash, jump. No! Please. We're free! Oh, Kiwi, we're free! I don't care that I died. Okay. I hate clouds! Okay. Alright, more hypotheticals, right? Right. Okay. Would you rather... Composing myself. Okay. Would you rather be 15 minutes late Where'd the starting platform go? Would you rather be 15 minutes late, consistently 15 minutes late, or half an hour early? I think knowing you, this one's easy. You'd rather be half hour early than 15 minutes late. And I'm much the same. I feel awful whenever I am late to something, so I'd rather be on time in every moment I'm afforded that opportunity. Okay, I see where I need to go. Huh. I wonder if this is I need to dash out of it quickly, sort of thing. I assume if I go up, I just crash into those? No. Okay, so maybe a diagonal then. Up, and then diagonal? No. Okay. Maybe a diagonal and then dash? I think I do need to go up and then platform there. There we go. Okay, that's the first one. And I need to go diagonally that way. Am I supposed to... I could see that working or ending really poorly. Let's map out each one of these individually. But yeah, I being late to something is such an anxiety-inducing sort of feeling to me that I could never choose anything other than being early. At least that's what I say, but consistently I am late to everything. Despite my best efforts, I blame the ADHD. I just get distracted too easily, and then I'm too busy focusing on whatever it was that I was like. If I see a new target of focus, I completely lose sight of what I was originally focusing on. It's quite rather bad when it's in full effect. I have the executive dysfunction, as it were. Let's see, what's our next would you rather? Let me just see if I can do this. Okay, in theory I might be able to do that. So I get both of those that way, rather than from underneath here. Because I don't really see a way of getting that without hitting the spikes. Oh my goodness. Jeff, come on now. Right, this one's easy enough. And as long as I bounce back that way, I should be fine. Yeah, I can definitely get there, but can I get to safety afterwards is the real question. I feel like this isn't the way I'm supposed to go. So let me see if there's a way to do this first. Would you rather have more timey or would you rather have more timey or more mime? Would you rather have more time or money? For me, I think more time. Time is such a finite resource in our lives, and it never feels like there's enough of it, so yeah, it would be nice if I could afford rent and not have to work as much. I mean, that's the thing. Having more money might give you more time, but also having more time might give you more money. If you have, I don't know, it's a weird... There are things you often have to trade off with each other, or trade off for with each other. Would you rather have kids or travel the world? Absolutely travel the world. I don't think I'm living a life where kids are a reasonable decision for me. I don't have the time to give them the time or the resources to give them what they would need to grow. I think I'd be a good dad, though. It's just, I think we both agree we're not in a position in our lives, emotionally, physically, whatever you want to call it, where having kids is a good decision for us. Huh. How does... Oh, right, I just dash. Okay. I made that unnecessarily complicated. Would you rather be a class clown or a teacher's pet? Could I be both? Because that's how I was in high school. I'm pretty sure I was both. I was the asshole who was loud and bombastic, but also got, like, the best grades. The teachers didn't really know what to do with me. I was so energetic and rambunctious as a kid. I kind of... Like, hindsight is 20/20, you know? I look back on those days and I think, oh, gosh, how could I act that way? But... Well, I had a good group of friends. I had some very supportive people in my life, and thankfully, I gradually got a sense of when to tone it down, and that's definitely come through since, although there are lapses where I'm just overly energetic and perhaps a bit more annoying than I really intend to be. But clearly not in these videos, since I am super mellow and monotone in them almost, I would say. But that's the point. I'm trying to make these a sleep aid, so if you're finding it relaxing, then I am doing my job. Oh, that's cool. Okay, we made it. This feels... I wonder if you can use the, You can probably reach that lower bubble with the speedrun tech. Hold on. Almost. Maybe if I get a little bit closer. I'm going for this, Kiwi. Ah, that was a little slow. Try again. Okay, that feels good. Oh, wow, I went so fast that I hit the spikes. Alright. Alright, I'll do the level legit after one more try. That's crazy. It's crazy how much that one little technique gives you so much forward momentum. Anyway, I'll do the standard technique this time. This needs some fast reaction time, though. I have to read the map and react accordingly. This feels like an appropriate end, though. Maybe this is the last... I'm getting hopeful after all the cloud platforming, where I may or may not have kind of lost my mind. Would you rather visit a museum or attend a concert? I'm not big on either of those, honestly. Museums are fun, but I find them inherently boring nowadays. I think because if there's something I want to learn about, I usually just watch a YouTube documentary or a video essay. And so museums have kind of lost their value to me because I can get all the information I'm interested in and watch it and do it at my own pace without having to go out and drive and have to interact with other people. I know I sound like a total introvert, don't I? Wow, I watched that one. I guess I never gave my thought answer for the class clown or teacher's pet. I know you would rather be the teacher's pet. You don't strike me as ever being a class clown, although if you choose differently, I'd be curious to know your reasoning. Would you rather have a wedding or elope? This is a difficult one, because I think, honestly, I'd rather elope. Not that we're going to. Our parents would burn down our house. Granted, I guess they can't really do that, but our parents would throw an absolute fit if we eloped without letting them get to see the wedding. And I guess eloping does imply that we leave our current living situation, so I'm not exactly about to run away. I don't really want to go running away, you know? But, I don't know, a wedding is such a big deal, and there's so much involved with it, and we both agree that our wedding is going to be more for our parents than for us. As far as we're concerned, we're already married. We're just doing this, the formalities are just a nice little exchange, and the ceremony itself is exclusively for our parents and our immediate family who would want to see it. Ugh, gosh, it's going to be so hard telling our moms that we only want to invite a couple guests. My mom especially is going to be like, your entire family needs to be invited, this is the big thing, how could you say no? But, alright, here's an interesting one. Would you rather be able to change the past or predict the future? For me, I would say change the past. I constantly live in a state of nostalgia and think backwards. I don't know if that's the right way to phrase it, but I constantly think about things that have happened and how I would like to do them differently, and I think it eats at me up so often that I'd rather be able to go back and change that and hopefully make things go for the better. Predicting the future, I mean, just because you can predict the future doesn't mean you can actually change it, you know? And that's my biggest concern with that idea. And then also, like, if I can see what's about to happen, that also will probably be a greater source of anxiety than not knowing, honestly. Well, I guess it depends on the situation, but I definitely feel like that would cause some degree of anxiety, you know? So I figured out if I just do the super jump, where I dash forward and then jump right after, I can just skip that first part, which I'm going to continue to do for the rest of this until I clear it. But maybe I can clear it on the first try. Wouldn't that be lovely? Oh, ooh, close. Oh, I didn't get my dash back. Almost got that, though. I bet I could make it with the super jump, honestly. But it feels like I should be beating this pretty soon. The speed from the wind dying out is rather... Oop, okay, cool. Alright, the final room, Kiwi, we can do this, but the wind is so strong, oh my goodness. Oh, beat room plus music. Okay, so the crystal heart's all the way over there, and it looks like what I need to do is platform up, around, and then go that way. Okay, gotcha. Well, while we're thinking about that, oh, this one's a hard one. Would you rather outlive me or me outlive you? I'd rather us die together. And not in that creepy, like, let's kill ourselves at the end. Oh, or what am I even saying? I don't know. I feel like we've become such an integral part of each other's lives. It would be hard to see a world without you. If we're going based on averages, you'll probably outlive me. But, I don't know. This one is a really dumb question. I think the answer is obvious. Would you rather be 25 or 45 forever? I'm only like 30-something, and I already hate being this old. 25, please. I have a feeling you'd agree. I mean, if this is where my knees and my back are in the mid-30s, think about where I'm going to be in 10 years. Oh gosh, I'm going to be so unfunctional, it's unbelievable. Would you rather never age mentally or physically? Ooh. Well, on that tangent, I think I value my mind more than my body. I mean, see my lifestyle for the last 3 decades. So I think that's what I would favor. I'd rather keep my mind than my body. Granted, those of sound body can keep a sound mind. Soul Eater 2000 something or whatever. What is it? A sound soul resides within a sound body and sound mind, or something like that. Soul Eater is an anime. You might like it. I think you'd probably like the aesthetic. It's kind of got that gothic, very very anime aesthetic, but gothic in nature. You'd definitely like the Spider Lady, and probably Medusa too. I don't remember the Spider Lady's name, unfortunately. Okay. I think I can do this. Got one shot at it. Oh, right. That makes sense. I should save my dash for that. Oops. Oh well. Would you rather be infamous or forgotten after you die? I don't know. If it's a harmless infamy, like I accidentally broke something in my high school on graduation day. Yeah, about that. Something that people would remember but laugh about, then I'd rather that. I'd rather people remember me as a joke than forget me altogether. Is, I think, how I'd go about saying that. If people can remember me and smile, you know? That's all I ask. I'd rather be remembered with a smile than anything else. But if it's like oh, I did something terrible, how could he'll go down in infamy for being a terrible human being? I don't think I'd want that. I don't know if I want to be completely forgotten, though, but I guess that's the scary thing about humanity, I suppose. Wow, I had that, and I still screwed it up. Yeah, I think the thing about humanity is our time on this planet is so short that we're constantly trying to carve out our story and be remembered by something, but all heroes are forgotten eventually. Isn't that the, one of the messages that Freerin leaves us with, you know? But I digress. Would you rather give up caffeine or alcohol? This one's an easy one for both of us. We don't drink. Although I would miss the cooking alcohol. Cooking alcohol is about all I use. Golden Feather. Alright, this only took almost 2 hours, but we're free. We're free from the clouds. Until we have to redo Chapter 7, I'm sure. But there we go. That's our 4th Crystal Heart. Hooray! Hooray, we're halfway done. But yeah. Yeah, no, I'd easily give up alcohol. We didn't start cooking with it until this year. Is that more deaths than Chapter 3? Hold on. I died more on that chapter than Chapter 3. I hate clouds, Kiwi. No more clouds. Rain, rain, go away. Please take away my pain. Anyway, Kiwi, I hope you've enjoyed watching, and I hope you've had fun listening to the hypotheticals. I'll keep them going in the next episode, probably. But with all that said, I love you. I hope if you're awake, this is helping you fall asleep. And if you're awake, this is helping you fall asleep. And if you're awake, this is helping you fall asleep. I'm breaking at the seams. Can you not hear me tearing from the inside out? I hope you're sleeping well if you're asleep. I love you, Kiwi. I'm gonna go drink some water, and I'll see you in the next one.